Greetings viewers, welcome to my place. This here is my aquaponics to be setup. I say that because at the moment it is only hydroponics, as there is no aquaculture taking place. There's just two things I want to point out to all of you who might be willing to embark on a journey such as this. And those two things will majorly be considering time and money. So the amount of time that's used to do a bit of research and figure out where the best place to install one of these in your backyard and maybe what type of system you want to use. And then if you're going to build it yourself, it's also going to take a bit of time. And then money, well, this whole system pretty much cost me about $500, give or take. And this could be done a lot cheaper if you already have certain parts and stuff like that, but that's just the way you go. So this system here is an ebb and flow system. The heart of it is the bell siphon right here. That is just a capped PVC piece of pipe, and it sits over maybe a couple centimeter over the top of the drain pipe there. And once the water hits that line, it empties the entire grow bed, and that happens every 15-20 minutes. 15 minutes the bed will fill, and then another 5-10 minutes and it will completely drain, and that'll run 24 hours 7 days a week. Basically the main expense of this whole project come down to the pump right there. I'm just using a standard pond pump. That's an AquaPro 480F. I purchased that from Bunnings. Cost me $160 plus the $25 worth of black tubing there. So that was pretty much half of the entire project. Just got a couple of aerators in there as well. The plan is in the near future is to obtain some red claw, and I'm going to harvest them, and they're also going to provide the nutrients for my plants. At the moment they're just being the nutrients that are being provided to them are coming from sea salt and a little bit of power feed. This bucket is my swirl filter that I built. Looked on YouTube, found plenty of tutorials and all that kind of stuff, and it basically cleans all the tank water before it enters my grow bed here. So all the water comes in and it's pumped from the bottom. It enters in a swirling motion here. All the heavy deposits get left at the bottom, and the clean water rises to the top and exits out of the grow bed. Just to point out, because all these fittings as well, they all start to add up and cost a bit of money, like your bulkhead fittings, and then if you were to use a ball valve to empty your swirl filter, which I've seen quite a few people do on YouTube, it gets rather expensive. So what I've done is I've used a standard hose nozzle attachment here that connected to my bulk fitting, and I just used nylon thread and made the connections nice and tight in all of here. It's been 2 weeks since I've had this set up now, and nothing's leaked. Well, not from the joints anyways. So yeah, just point that out because that's a good way to save money. My sprouts here, got some lettuce, spinach, I've got some tomatoes, they've been here for about one and a half weeks. And these tomato plants here, and the chili plant, the shallots, oregano, garlic chives, mint and basil were all transplanted 2 weeks ago. So they're all hanging in there. The mint's seen better days, but it's starting to come back now. I originally didn't plant that deep enough, so there we go. Basically for the outside here, because this is just your standard IBC tank chop and flip system, I've just wrapped it in black plastic and then used some privacy reading fencing that I got from Bunnings. It's pretty cheap, and use that to wrap the whole structure just to give it more of an aesthetic, or for more of aesthetics, because these things don't look too pretty in the backyard. So also these metal poles that are concreted in the bottom here, they were salvaged from my dad. He had them laying around, same as this granite, this offcut of this granite bench top, which is very nice. He also helped me find a level for the grow beds and helped me concrete these in, so yeah, so we were all solid. Well, that's pretty much it for today, guys. I'll post a future update when I have some more growth with my plants, and perhaps when I get my red claw in the not too distant future. Until then, thanks for watching.